Hey, rich friends, it's your girl Cha Cha, reporting live from the Money Mantra, and we are back with another Forex education video. I created this channel to help as many people as possible become independent and profitable traders. So if that sounds like you, welcome or welcome back to my channel. I do want to let you guys know that I have over 360 videos that you can watch to help improve your trading. And they're organized by playlists like market structure, candlesticks, entry points, support and resistance. So hopefully you can find something that you're looking for. And if you don't find the video that you're looking for, you can leave a comment down below and I will add it to my queue. I love taking requests because it lets me know that you guys are paying attention and you're trying to fill in the knowledge gaps that you have in order to become a better trader. Now, if you'd like to connect with me outside of YouTube or you have any questions, you can go ahead and check out my description box below. Now, in today's quick video, we're going to be doing one of my most popular videos, and it is a trade breakdown. This is where I go through my trading process for a trade that I took throughout the week, and I'll let you guys know if it was profitable or not. Sometimes I use pending orders and they don't trigger, but either way, we're going to work through this trade together. And hopefully through this process, you can learn something that you can add to your own process. But this trade was posted on February 10th, 2025, around 8 o'clock p.m., which we can tell from this screenshot here. And we were looking at USDCAD. I said it was bearish. If you are new to trading, bearish means that the market is currently selling, so you should look for sell opportunities. Versus if the market was bullish, that would mean you would want to look for buys. Now, I did enter this trade for market execution because I had the confirmations that I needed, but I also suggested sell stops at these levels. And a sell stop is a type of pending order that will trigger as the market falls and continues to go down. And I'll show you guys more about what I mean when I actually get onto the charts. I did put a stop loss here at 143500 or higher, but depending on when you enter the market, you always want to adjust your stop losses and take profits to that. And I recommended that they check the news and check their charts. Now, when I say they, when I say we, I'm talking about some of the students that I am currently mentoring. Every year, I like to help a few people personally get further on their trading journey. They're able to copy my trades, ask me questions, attend live sessions, and it's just really rewarding for all that are involved. So if you like to join my program and a group of small students, you can check that out in the description box down below if you feel compelled to do so. So I'm on tradingview.com today, and I've already put my chart in replay mode, which means I went back to the place in the chart of the time the trade was posted so that we can work through this analysis together and see what actually happened. Now, I did say I recommended this trade for a sell, and I'm going to let you guys know why. So if you've been following my channel for some time, you know I like to use a confirmation checklist. And a confirmation checklist just helps me to keep my trading pretty basic and mechanical. Because if you can get into the process of doing the same thing every single time in all of your trades, you will realize that sometimes you're right and sometimes you're wrong, but no strategy is going to offer you 100% success rate. So with my trading checklist, we're literally going to work through the questions I have here. And if I get the answers that I need, I'm going to take the trade. So the first thing that I'm going to do is check the news because checking the news is a part of your fundamental analysis, which means that you want to know what's going on in the world that could potentially influence your trade. Now, I did say that this was February 10th, 2025 at 8 o'clock p.m. So we're going to go to forexfactory.com. This is the website that I like to use for my news. And then we're going to go to Monday, February 10th, and we're going to see if we had any news around 8 p.m. So we didn't have any USD news at 8 p.m. and we didn't have any CAD news. So far, we're in the clear. Now, the next thing I wanted to do was check the time. And the time I analyzed this trade was around 8 o'clock p.m. Now, my notes here say, see how far in the session you are to find that if it's an ideal time to trade. Now, I like to trade in the Tokyo session, and I like to make sure I'm a little bit in the session before I start trading. Tokyo session starts at 7 o'clock p.m. So 8 o'clock p.m. is the first hour, and I personally would feel comfortable to take the trade. So I'm going to go with 8 p.m. Which way is the market trending? If up, focus on buys. If down, focus on sells. Right now, it looks like the market is consolidating. My next question is, if consolidating, wait for a retest or break of structure. So if you can't tell which way the market is going when you're doing your analysis or back testing, you can just zoom out. And when I zoom out, I can see that the market has actually been consolidating. Now, a downtrend will look something like this because we can see that the market is going down, but a consolidating market would be selling at the same place and buying at the same place, meaning that the market is ranging within that zone. Now, if you guys can see the difference between a trending market just here and a consolidating market, just go ahead and drop some sevens down below in the chat so I can know that you are following along. Now, on my notes, and we're going to go ahead and reset this chart. Just going to right click and reset. Now, my fourth question or fourth note is if the market is consolidating, wait for a retest or a break of structure. Now, a break of structure would mean that if we have the market inflow here, we would want it to break below this line, which is why I had a pending order at 143,000. That would mean that if the market were to fall and cross below this line, I will have a pending order here and I will be banking on the market to continue to sell and to hit even lower lows. Um, and then I have draw SAR, which is to draw my support and resistance lines. And I also want to know if the market has hit a session high or low. And that's important because if the market has already hit the high for the session, I would want to focus on sales. If it hit the low for the session, I would want to focus on buys. And the last question I have is do I have the signal on the stochastic? And this is my stochastic down here. I always go over this in every single video, but repetition is what breeds results. Now for me, I'm looking for three things on the stochastic to determine if I want to buy or sell. I want to know if the stochastic is facing up or down. I want to know which line is on top, blue or orange. And I also want to know if the stochastic has crossed any of these significant levels, because that really helps me with my entry and exit points. So we can see, for example, when you have the stochastic facing up with the blue line on top, we get a lot of buying momentum versus when we have the stochastic facing down with the orange line on top, we get a lot of selling momentum. And if you guys can see that, just go ahead and drop some sevens down below because you can backtest this. I do encourage you to, if you want to get into indicators, put different indicators on your chart and then go back and see what's happening with that indicator when the market is buying, what's happening with that indicator when the market is selling, and then you will learn how to put it into practice in real time. So it looked like because this market had been consolidating, I did want to wait for a break of structure, but I did have some other strong confirmations that made me want to sell. For example, when I put my support and resistance lines, I saw that this was a strong area of resistance, and I saw that the market hadn't quite reached that place again. So in conjunction with that and having these sell confirmations on my stochastic, I was confident to enter this trade for a market execution, but I also knew that I should set my pending orders no matter how long they would take to trigger because I was confident in my analysis. So I'm just going to go ahead and enter this trade for a sell. I'm going to set my stop loss at 14350, and then we're going to hit play and we're going to see what happens. So we can see that initially the market started to go up, but it did come close to my resistance line again, which I really like because support and resistance are strong areas in the market that activity has happened. And if the market is respecting those zones, then it just gives me the confidence to proceed in my trade. So as we can see, my stop loss was pretty good. It was set at a previous area of resistance. And because the market was actually resisting that, it gave me, like I said, the confidence to enter a sell. We can also see that my sell stop would have been triggered, and a sell stop is a pending order, which would trigger as the market falls. So I had an additional trade trigger here as it continued to go down and hit my TPs. So even though we had that huge spike up right there with that blue candles, it still was falling below our previous resistance line. And that's why it's so important to mark your support and resistance because the market will respect those levels. And if you just have a checklist or go through your checklist, it gets a lot easier to trade versus coming into the market and being stressed out and not knowing what to do. All you have to do is find a system that works for you and then repeat that system over and over and over and over and over again. Now, if you guys would like to copy my confirmation questions, you can definitely do that. But if you have additional indicators on your chart, you are going to want to make sure that you are including them in your analysis. My philosophy is you should not have anything on your chart that you're not actually using. So I use my session breaks. I use my stochastic. So these are things I'm going to consider when I am trying to enter a trade. So if you made it this far in the video and it was helpful, I do encourage you guys to subscribe to the channel so that you never miss when I post a new video. I post new content almost every single day because I'm passionate about trading and I just want to share everything that I've learned over the years with others so that you guys can improve your trading as well. But that's really all I have for you guys today. Until next time, rich friends.